Okay, it's still raining and pouring, and we are getting ready to go to dinner here on Tybee Island. And I just got done visiting with my wonderful 91-year-old friend. There's the lighthouse, and we live by the lighthouse. And so we are getting ready to go to dinner in this rainy weather on the island. We don't go off the island because you have to go through another island, which is just a marsh island with one little tiny road. And if we do that, it could be flooded, so we don't want to do that. And our island is a separate island connected by a tiny little bridge. And then what we do is we come back. So we're going to go here on the island at our another favorite little bar restaurant, because Tybee has great bar food. So I just got finished visiting with my 91-year-old friend who has the mind and the quickness of a 25-year-old. She still drives her car, mows her own grass, all of that wonderful stuff. And so I'm out here on this cold, rainy day because my kids and my family are all in there. They don't like to be on camera. But my 91-year-old shared with me something wonderful. And that something wonderful, I have to tell you, was that she shared 2 poems, and I scanned them onto my phone, but I can't read them as it is, so I would have to actually, when I get back to my main home, and my cousin Ben is staying there with the big dog, house sitting, and I'll hopefully be able to print them up. But one was about how God wrote a letter to his people and said, quit taking on all these problems once you turn them over to me. Something like, do the very best you can, but quit trying to solve all your problems, because that takes away the miracle, or it takes away the power. That doesn't mean that you don't do the very best you can, because you do the very best you can. It just means that in addition to doing the very best you can, put it in God's hand and have faith and trust and not to worry. And I loved that poem. The other one was kind of a funny poem. It was, when you're 80, you kind of say, Lord, I'm ready to go, but if you can give me like one more chance to be 81. And then when you get to 81, you go, Lord, if you can give me one more chance to be to 82. And then it goes on and on up to 90. And then when they get to 90, they said, Lord, I'm in my 90s now, but if you can give me something like quite a few more years. I loved it. She sat there and read those poems for me, and I wanted to videotape it, but she said she didn't want to be on YouTube or on social media. And even though I was going to videotape it and keep the video for family, I didn't want to make her uncomfortable thinking that I was going to put it on social media, so I didn't. And she's very old-fashioned. And so it was just a wonderful time, and we had a wonderful time together. My 91-year-old friend, who is like a second mother to me. She's been there for me for many years. She's been like a grandmother to my children, and she's been an amazing influence in my life. So I'm so blessed, and she gives me her wisdom. And you know, with what I've been sharing with you about, you know, in my other videos, she says, you know, just be at peace and be calm. Give it the very best you've got, and then be at peace and be at calm. God has it all under control. And so I'm believing that. So we're getting ready to go out to dinner, and like I said, another one of my favorite bar restaurants. I still think we're going to go back later, just my husband and I later, to the other bar restaurant we were at last night, because it's really my favorite, even though it's a really run-down bar. Both of them are. But the best bar food I think I've ever had, and that's why I love to go there. And so we're getting ready, and so I hope you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And remember, like my old lady friend, not my old lady, my dear friend said to me, and she is, you know, she'll say she's an old lady, but she's a wise older lady of 91, and she just says to me, put it in God's hands, and once you put him in there, quit worrying about it. Do the best you can, but no worry, okay? And that's wise words from my 91-year-old friend. Much love to y'all, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.